Hello and welcome back to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. Okay, you guys, I have a bonus reading that I'm going to be doing for you all. Mars is in retrograde right now. Oh my goodness. Now this time period right now should be one that is very much so paid attention to. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for all of the signs. I'm going to do it by elements. Okay, so what that means is that all fire will be in one reading, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. All earth will be in one reading, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All air in one reading, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then our water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But we'll individualize it in that reading, and there will be an extended for this. But I forgot to say thank you so much for joining us. I went right in, didn't I? You can apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, and for some even your Venus sign. I always like to speak to our cross watchers, so hello to our cross watchers. You guys, if you're on Instagram, follow us at Lotus Love Tarot 555. Please subscribe to our channel. Hit the little bell, and right next to it is the subscribe button, so make sure you handle that. If you hit that bell, you'll be notified of all of our readings. I'm kind of excited to get into this reading today with the Mars retrograde. I'll be using a new deck, Sacred Destiny, so I'm excited about that, to see how this takes a turn on our readings and how we'll have more specific information today. I will be doing an introduction piece at the end of the reading in regards to Mars retrograde. So after your reading, make sure you just let it play a little bit more, and you'll be able to get information in regards to what to expect during this retrograde, and also what signs are going to be the most affected. Make sure you check that out to see what signs are going to be the most affected by this retrograde. All right, you guys, now on to your reading. All right, my fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We're going to get your energies right now. The first three energies out. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, to see what needs to be your focus during this Mars retrograde. And there will be an extended reading on this as well. Okay? Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal messages must go forth for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the Mars retrograde 2020. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What messages need to come forth? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. Put this over to the side. Okay, so let's see. Aries, your focus needs to be voyage. Okay, so you need to get away. You need to get away right now. And I'm going to get the book because I want to just take a look and see. I should have taken this out before, but that's okay. We got it now. Voyage. Some of these is going to be self-explanatory, but I just want to make sure I'm in the right mindset when I'm looking at this voyage here. And why can't I find it? W. Okay. Is voyage not in here? Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to find voyage. And voyage is not in. Wow. So you have one that is not even in here. Oh, here it is. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I was about to say. I was about to be really disappointed. Okay, it's in the wrong spot. Okay, here we go. Voyage. So it says, get ready. You're about to embark on a journey. It might be an inner sojourn or an outer voyage to a distant land. It may be a project or idea that is coming to life, but most certainly you are an traveler, an intrepid traveler, sallying forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen. Get prepared. Have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. That is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler. Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. All right? So during this time period, during this Mars retrograde, you're voyaging, okay? You're thinking about where you want to be. All right, Leo, focus. Your card is focus. And with focus, it says, what you focus on is what you pull to you. So put your attention on which is worthwhile. Concentrate on one desire. Direct your intent to one thing rather than being scattered in many directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrating on one path. Gather your inner resources and with intensity and passion go forward and upward, and you'll see results. This is also a card of spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms. So stay focused as you elevate your higher consciousness. You are close to heavenly realms. Wow. All right, and Sagittarius, release. Oh wow, this is the one we did yesterday during our when we did the review. Okay, release for our Sagittarians. When you receive this card, it is time to let go and surrender. Let go of situations, people, and objects that do not serve you. Let go of old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you're holding on to the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. Begin to clear your home and living environments of clutter. If you don't love it or use it, it is probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. To get ready for the new, you must release the old. All right, well, there you go. We are ready to begin now. So what we're going to go into now, this is going to be the cards that's reflecting for this for Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, the universal messages need to go forth now for Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. What does Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo need to know? Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Okay, you guys, your cards keep coming out in threes. Okay? All right, and let's get your angel answers. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the universal messages need to go forth for Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Wow. Aries, Sagittarius. I'm just going to Aries, Leo, and let's get Sagittarius, please. One for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know? All right, here we go. All right, Aries, so we know your first one was a voyage. Spirit is saying you need to accept heaven's help, okay? You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. And you got to remain positive during this time. All right, so that's huge there. You got to remain positive during this time. And you're asking for help. You're wanting help in a situation. So got to remain positive, but move out the way. And sometimes you may not want to accept what Spirit is telling you, but this is the time to accept. Okay, and Leo, yours was focus. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. So now is the time. Now is the time, but you got to stay focused in order to explore these options that's coming your way. That's bringing big, happy changes. I love it. So during this Mars retrograde, this is the time to be focused. This is the time to really put your energy in a very positive manner because big happy changes are coming. Okay? Big happy changes are coming. And Sagittarius, your card was release. A new dawn. Oh my goodness. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. That's exactly what we just read. Wow, that's exactly what we just read. You're going to need some help. So accept help from people, okay? Accept the help that you may need in order to release some things, in order to declutter your house, in order to get your life in order, because there's an opportunity coming for you. So use this Mars retrograde to really, really do what you need to do to release the old. Wow, you got a new dawn. All right. So let's go into the tarot now. Absolutely. Beautiful spaces for our fire signs if you use this energy right? Make sure you watch the end of this video, this reading, so you can see what you need to do during this Mars retrograde and what to expect. Okay? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? What does Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius need to know? Right there. Ooh, Knight of Wands. We got two knights here. Sagittarius, there you are. You're showing up in this reading. Okay, there's the wish card. All right, you guys, let's see if we have any angel numbers coming through. No angel numbers. You got Temperance, Knight of Cups, the Chariot in reverse, Nine of Cups, Five of Swords, and the overarching energy is the Knight of Wands. So with this Knight of Wands here, you know the Knight of Wands is considered the player of the deck, but in this instance, it's coming across to me more of, even though it might be a free-spirited person, more of wanting to explore. But with the Knight of Wands, they really don't think about anybody but themselves, okay? It's really a selfish energy. But in this sense, I feel like you're doing what you need to do. You're taking action, you want to be adventurous, and you're wanting to be fearless, okay? And so that's the energy that you're in, and really not thinking about how someone else may feel about that. And that's an okay energy to be in, okay? You're needing to be balanced. You need to have harmony, okay? This is what the Temperance is representing: balance, harmony, peace, as you go through these transitions during this time. And that being coupled with the Knight of Cups, you're needing to really follow your heart. You're really needing to follow your heart in this instance of what Spirit is telling you to do. And that's what I'm saying with this Knight of Wands energy. It's a selfish energy because they really think about themselves. But in this instance, I feel like you really need to do that, okay? With the Chariot in reverse, this is really not wanting to take any action, okay? Really not wanting to, not really having any control, not really knowing the direction that you're wanting to take. Could represent being aggressive as well. But I feel like you really don't know, even though you're following your heart, you don't really know what direction to go in yet, okay? You don't know which way you need to go. And that being coupled with the wish card, you have a wish, but I feel like you haven't done the plans yet. You don't understand the plans in order to get to that wish. But this is a wish fulfillment, so it is coming to you. But there's some things that you need to do to get this in order. And then with this Five of Swords here, be careful, because this is somebody winning at or getting what they want. Again, like I was saying earlier with this Knight of Wands, and not really caring about somebody's feelings. Don't get what you want and have to hurt others, because this card represents somebody kind of winning at whatever they have to do to win. And this is, sneakiness, it could be. This is somebody, doing whatever they can and not worrying about anybody else's feelings to get that. With this Five of Swords, could be bullying someone, could be an abusive relationship, could be stealing, okay? So be careful that you don't want to go about getting your wish but having to use actions like this, all right? So we're going to go into your extended now. And the signs that you could be dealing with, which I almost forgot: Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You got a Cancer here. A lot of emotion here. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But I do think this is you showing up in your reading. All right, so join us on the other side for the extended. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, just a little bit about this Mars retrograde that is occurring right now. First of all, there's a lot of retrogrades that's happening right now among the outer planets. But when our inner planets begin to go retrograde, these are the personal planets. These are the planets that can really begin to affect our personal lives and could cause our personal lives to begin to take a backspin. So these inner planets, they have more of a profound effect on our lives. So we got to really, really be cautious. And this now brings us to what's happening now with Mars being retrograde. It definitely needs to be on everybody's radar, okay? So this transit, again, it began on September 9th, and it's going to last all the way through November 13th. And it can be very frustrating, but it also can be also exhausting too. But it also can be one that you can use that energy to kind of thrust you ahead, okay? The planet Mars in astrology is all about taking action. Okay, it rules over things like passion, like ambition, and also it has a great impact on your anger. Okay, and that's why we struggle sometimes, you know, with that inner fire. You know, we struggle sometimes to take that action in our lives that we really need to take. This is the action with the areas that we don't feel motivated, okay, or we feel less charged to take a forward action on. So this is the time period when we really need to hone in on if we're having these type of feelings. This is also the time that we may not want to kind of defend ourselves. We may not want to take a strong stance on some things, but we need to. And also Mars actually rules our sex drives as well. So this retrograde is also like like a libido killer. Okay, so I mean we got a lot that's going on with this retrograde. So while we may feel extra sluggish right now and generally unmotivated to do certain things, the key here to make Mars retrograde work for us is to use the lack of energy as a time to pause, right? And reflect on our goals. So use this time to pause, use this time to have a great reflection on what you want to do in your life, and rather don't force yourself to push, you know, yourselves to the limit to try to achieve things right now, because you may not have the energy or the desire to even do that. This is a time that, you know, we got to kind of gently address any issues that we have around anger. And we need to try to find a healthy outlet for all of the rage and frustration, especially what's been built up in the year 2020. I mean, we've had a lot this year. So Mars retrograde only happens once every 2 years. So this just happens to be the year. And so it's an important transit for everyone to take note of. But there are some signs that are, you know, going to feel the effects of this a little bit more. And one of those signs is Aries, because Aries, Mars is the ruling planet. So Aries, you're naturally going to be in tune with its high level of energy and passion right now. And so this temporary lack of firepower is going to kind of leave you feeling unusually exhausted, and you may not feel motivated, and you also may feel confused about what moves you need to make next in life, okay? And another sign that may be affected is Libra. Okay, so Libra, you know, with the connection with others is one of the most enriching and important aspects of the life of a Libra. But during this Mars retrograde, this could be the source of the most tension. Okay, so relationships that could be very erratic right now. So this is why it's best to just focus on how you can heal and change, as opposed to trying to kind of deal with any type of situation. Another sign that could be affected is Scorpio. You know, Scorpio in retrograde is going to shake up a Scorpion's life in a big way. Okay, so don't make any impulsive moves, you know, without really thinking matters through. You know, take a moment to kind of assess where you are, what you're feeling, and, you know, try to take heed on trying to make better decisions, okay? Try to have a little bit more self-reflection during this time. And then the last sign that's really going to be affected is Scorpio. Is Capricorn. So during this retrograde, it can be a very challenging time for the Capricorns, as it will ignite long repressed resentments and frustrations that you may have had. You may have a sense of unrest during this time that's causing you to act out. So just take a moment to just calm your energies before you begin to assert any desires that you might have. And as a cardinal, earth sign, you're always up for a challenge. So just take deep breaths and call on your deep reserve of patience during this time before you lash out at somebody, okay? All right, you guys, so this is what we need to look forward to for this Mars retrograde. We'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.